Raise your hand, state your name and affiliation. Start in the back there.
David Swope, ESPN Radio, Albuquerque. We just talked to Dale Jr. On the grid there, and we asked him, you're on the verge of actually tying his dad's record, and we asked him about when Jeff won it here, what would it mean to the team and for Hendrick to get that done here this weekend?
Yeah, I was watching a clip before we came here, and somebody remembered and posted something along the lines of Jeff was able to match Earnhardt here and win his 76th, and we would have that opportunity this weekend. And man, if it happens, it was one of those meant to be things to, without a doubt, honor Dale, and then also honor Jeff in his final year if it was to happen. I mean, it's a long shot, and the stars all have to align. This hasn't been our best track, and it's going to be a very scrappy race with all the drivers need to win to advance. So if it happens, we'll, somebody was looking down on us from above.
Okay, we'll go Nate and Jeff.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports. Jimmy, with so many guys, including Harvick, watching the points, who traditionally probably be considered contenders for this race, that you only are worried about winning. Do you think that benefits you a little bit for Sunday, that everybody else is going to be thinking points, points, points? You guys can just think checkered flag?
Yeah, I mean, when you go racing, in most situations, you're more worried about that position and trying to win and focused on that. That's one easy aspect of our job, is when you get into the rhythm of it, you're really worried about winning the race and doing the best you can. What's nice is out of the car and sleeping at night, I don't have any pressure on anything to worry about. So that aspect is much more relaxed for me versus the chasers. So I don't mind being in this position. I'd much rather have sleepless nights and be a championship contender and have to worry about the points, to be honest with you. But I think the way things have unfolded, there's a lot of pressure on, there's more pressure on more teams this round, I think, versus last year here. Guys that got to win that we considered favorites, with the 22 and the 2. Pretty sure one of those isn't going to make it, if not both. So it's going to be a scrappy race for sure.
Jeff?
Jeff Clark from USA Today. Obviously, a championship is never an easy thing to win, but knowing what you know now, is the old Chase or the new Chase harder to win a championship in?
My first reaction is this Chase. In my first championship in '06, we had 2 bad races that, and we're still able to rally back. And I don't know for sure, but I sense it's because of the format, and others had problems in the way the points worked out. We were able to get ahead. But I've not gone back and looked at, if I break them into the 3 race groups and how that worked out. I know we did win that year in the Chase, so I don't know how it would play out. But these last 2 years have been difficult. I'd say, though, that it's been more on our own shoulders and not performing than it's been the format. I don't blame the format for us not having a chance. It's been us.
Right over here.
Jimmy, congratulations on your pole. Ryan O'Hara, Race Chaser Online. My question for you is, you have 4 wins at this racetrack. You said this hasn't been your best track, and I'm assuming you're referring to the when the surface was changed. Well, my bad. What challenges have it brought to you since the resurfacing?
Yeah, it's something to do with the asphalt and tire combination. This asphalt's really fast. It's not abrasive yet, and the tires last forever. So, and another piece of that is Goodyear has to bring a very durable tire here because the speeds are so high. And I've always struggled on hard tires on repaved tracks. Old worn out tracks, soft tires that wear out, that's just fit my style since I've ever been in a race car or stock car. So this track's slowly evolving, and I think we have our stuff together this weekend, and should be an interesting race. Yeah.
We'll go to Bob and then work it down here.
Bob Hockris, ESPN. In the world of a lot of talk about Jeff Gordon and Jeff Gordon's stories, I'm curious, did you watch him when he did his Saturday Night Live deal, and could you ever imagine yourself doing that?
Yeah, I did watch, and then was talking to him leading up to it, and understood how stressed and uncomfortable he was. He pulled it off well, far better than I ever would. That takes a lot of bravery to pull that off. But I did watch it. We had a party. Actually, Ricky Hendrick had a party, and we all sat around and watched it.
Jordan Bianchi, SBNation.com. Jimmy, after you won Texas last week, you were asked about playing spoiler, and you kind of shrugged it off, said it's not really your thing. You won the poll today, though, and you did an interview with NBC, and you kind of were happy about it to some degree. Have your feelings changed at all, or is it still the same?
No, I mean, I don't think I'm going to play spoiler. I just want to go fast. I just want to sit on the pole. I want to win races. I want to lead laps. I want to be the 48 that we know we're capable of. And my motivation comes through that. You know, that I want to be the race team we are and the driver that I am. It's not because I want to be the spoiler and I'm not in the chase, so let me get in the way. It has nothing to do with that. You know, I think people are just trying to have a little fun in that interview and play into it a touch. But my motivation comes from wanting to win and go fast more than anything else.
Nate?
Can you expand? You mentioned that improved camaraderie among the team. Can you expand a little bit on that? Did Knaus have you guys doing like team building exercises or something like that? Or?
Yeah, I mean, from the team aspect to, you know, really with me and Chad, there were moments through the summer that we were as frustrated as we have ever been. And in those moments, it's tough to lead on his side for his engineers. It's tough for me to lead the team and the adjustments that I need. And prior to the chase starting, we were heading the right direction there. And we focus a lot better when we're having fun and we're relaxed. And you know, as the chase grew closer, we kind of recognized it, started making changes, saw improvements, and then now with the pressure off from the championship standpoint, we've been running with it further and further, and our cars keep getting faster and faster. No personnel, just having fun. Like tonight, I've got my guys set to go to Nitro Circus and watch Travis Pastrana do backflips. So I've got a suite over there full of beer and food, and we're gonna go hang out and watch Nitro Circus. So things like that, just bonding and hanging out and being friends, because when the pressure's on, we all head back. I go to my motorhome, Chad goes to his, the guys grab some pizza on the way back to the hotel and just spend all night looking in the computer. And after a while, after weeks and weeks of that, it's just hard on you. So we're trying to lighten the environment, have some fun, make better gut reactions than such like computer-driven scientific answers. You know, let that happen at the shop and get to the track and just kind of shoot from the hip.
Do we have any additional questions here in the media center? Do we have any questions up in the tower?
No questions.
Okay. Thank you,
Cool.
Jimmie.
Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations.